When the dragon fruit first came out in Blox fruits, I spun 1,000 fruits myself to try be the first person in the world to get one. And I found nothing, which led me and many others to think it's not possible to spin in the game. And 6 months later, I still haven't seen anyone pull a dragon from the gacha on video. There's no evidence and no proof. So to prove the dragon still doesn't exist, I'm gonna spin another 1,000 fruits by myself to end this once and for all. I've got a long journey ahead of me here. But let's start with our first spin. It's a blade. Number 2. I'm also realizing I'm gonna lose count very fast. We got smoke. Count number 3, we got gear 5 Luffy. Is this gonna boost our luck? Ooh, creation. First legendary fruit. Spin number 4 is a bomb. This is too many common fruits. This is not good. This video idea is possibly one of the only times that I hope it turns out to be like a little TikTok or YouTube short. But with this luck, it's not looking good. We got 2 blades already. But I still refuse to believe this fruit is in the game. Third blade. And look, I know there's like evidence and proof of some of your favorite YouTubers like actually spinning the dragons. But you want to know a fun fact? Every single one of them never spun a dragon. They use different methods to actually get one. Bro, what is my luck? They use different methods to actually get one, which I'm not gonna divulge their secrets, but none of them were legit, which makes me believe that it's still not spinnable. That is exactly what I'm here today to prove. And even if it costs every ounce of my sanity, I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing all 1,000 fruits. No shortcuts. We're proving this once and for all. Next spin. This luck is actually abysmal. This is cooked. We got a diamond. Again, I've lost track. That was spin number 11. It just took me a second to count them all. Next one. Another smoke. We got spin. Happiest I've ever sounded to get a spin in my life, even though I'm not. Next one. A regular flame. Okay. No mythicals yet, which is not a good sign for what's to come. This account's got a crown. Bonus luck in... Never mind. If I see another blade fruit, I might start tweaking. Surprisingly, we got our first rocket. It took that long. Spike as the next one. You know what? I think we do a bit of a speed run, at least until we get our first mythical. Flame. Spin. Smoke. Bomb. Bomb. Rocket. Ooh! Okay, our first mythical. It's a doe. Loki didn't really take that many more spins since I actually started speedrunning, though it's not a dragon, so we gotta keep going. And then a blade. Okay, that's cooked. Spin. Okay, next one is an eagle. Might be due another speed run already because we got a lot of fruits to get through if we want to even see a dragon. Okay, let's start with this one. We got ghost, spring, flame, rocket, another rocket, dark, spike, smoke, diamond, quake, spider. Back-to-back goated fruits right there. A rocket, another rocket, and then magma, rocket again. Bro, this is a sick joke. And then a spin. Since the dough, we really haven't got anything good. But again, we're not trying to get good things. We're just trying to get dragon. That's it. Spring. Then dark, flame, sand, diamond, love, spin, blade, rocket, smoke. Again, really out in the trenches right now. Dough is literally our only mythical right now. This is actually cooked. I'm not gonna get dragon. There's no way. Also based off the fact that it probably doesn't exist still. Then a light fruit, and also I can go fight in the factory, and we'll add this fruit as well. Because I think the core works basically exactly the same as the gacha. Like, it's no different. And I got a smoke. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, okay, we actually got something cool. Not really like rare, but a sound fruit. I'll take it. Then a bomb. I don't know the exact amount of fruits, but I know that we are over 50, fast approaching 60, meaning we're nearly a 10th of the way done with this video. So for the next 40 fruits, we're just going to speed run through, and the only time you'll see me is if we get a dragon or a mythical. So there's the first one. So with that, we've spun over 100 fruits. Not really got anything too good from those last 40. I think literally one of the best things we got was like this Buddha here. In fact, that was probably the best thing we got. We also got the rumble and the portal, but like they're kind of mid, which means we just need to do this 9 more times. 100 down already. This is already taken quite a long time. We got to smoke. I am not a fan of how long this is taking. I'm gonna be honest, this is cooked. Do I do another speed run? We got flame. I'm fully debating just doing another one because like we got so many fruits to go through. Okay, we won't do like a super fast speed run, but we'll at least get through the next 50. So that's dark, diamond, rubber, and a ghost. Ooh, okay. A gas fruit. Not quite dragon though. All right, we continue again. We got dark, diamond, spring, spike, diamond. Ooh, another good fruit, but again, not dragon. We are getting more mythicals now. It has taken over 100 fruits to actually start getting some though. Like this luck has been trash. And we got a blade. Not what you like to see after a mythical. I'll keep it real. Come on. Blade again. Then a rubber, ice, spider, and then quake, flame, ghost, blade. Wait, what? Why is this account a nerd emoji? Spin, blade, flame, ice, bomb. This is cooked. Diamond, diamond, rocket. We are fast approaching 150 fruits with this many here. Really doesn't look like over 100, but surprisingly it is. Another blade, and a spring, flame, rocket, rocket. Are we overdue like a speedy montage again to get all the way to 200? I think it might be time. We're hardly a fifth of the way there. Still no sign of a dragon either. Or a kitsune, actually. Like, no sign of anything. But here we go. Unless I get something crazy good, I'm locking in. Ooh. Okay, the mythical luck is coming back in a bit better now. We got a mammoth. And although I hate to say it again, it just isn't dragon though. I don't think it exists, honestly. We're gonna get to 1,000, and if I don't see a dragon, it's just proof. All right, here we go. Speedrun again. We got creation. Ooh, venom. Another mythical. Ooh, we got a Yeti fruit. This is number 28 of the new batch, and if you're wondering where all the other fruits have gone, as you can see, they're over here. We've laid them out from most common all the way to rarest. As you can see, there's a lot of fruits missing, including hopefully one of the dragon fruits. Bomb. All right, I guess we continue the speed run once again. Though 2 mythicals in this 10 row, not too bad. Ooh, sound. We got blade, rocket, rocket again, blade again, flame, flame, dark, diamond, eagle. All right, I'll keep it real. This row was so mid. Nothing better than a blue. First one of the next row is rubber, and then bomb, blade, pain, creation, quake, dark, spring, bomb, and eagle. There we go. That's 50 more fruits and still no dragon. So let's speedrun the next 50. In fact, you'll see the pile in 3, 2, 1. That took so long. This is just going to be such a long video, and as you can see, still no dragon. Though I did get a T-Rex and a spirit, which like isn't too bad. With that extra 100 we did there, I think we're actually closing in on 250 fruits spun. So once again, I'm just going to keep making batches of 100 like this, because it's like low-key the easiest way to keep track, because when I just did like a huge pile before, I could not tell what was going on. But there we go. That's our second fruit. It's an ice. For the next 100 fruits, I'm going to do line by line. So there's the first line. We actually got T-Rex and gravity and phoenix and spider and creation. We got so much good stuff. I've completely forgot to mention row 2, and that's because it was so mid. Already started row 3, and that's row 3 done. Row number 4. That's another 10. And there we go. That's another 50. Bringing our grand total up to around 300 fruits. Next 10 we've already spun. That's another 10. Another 10. No dragon. Another 10. And there we go. That's another 100 total spins. I did manage to get like a couple of gravities. We got T-Rex, a few more legendaries, spirit, but like no leopard, no kitsune, and especially no dragon. You know, I think it's been a little while. Maybe we do one at a time again. Maybe that'll improve our odds. So starting with rocket, sand, sand, creation, then ghost, pain, rocket, spin. And then that's our first 10. Rumble, quake, blade, spike, ice, diamond, bomb, creation, spike, light fruit, sand, and then T-Rex. Ooh, although we got something good there, this is getting boring doing it one at a time again. So I might have to start like full speed running lines again. We did get a bomb though. Not quite a T-Rex. Okay, this line's kind of cooking. A shadow. There we go. We got another line complete. I've lost track of the total amount of fruits we've spun, but it's definitely over 350.
Sometime later.
I got a little bit bored. So there is another 150 fruits. Genuinely, I think the best thing I got in all of these was that naked T-Rex over there. Or this toe, but that's it. All right, now with this one, that's another 50. So I had that pile here, which was 100. Another 100 fruits here. This batch, still no dragon, but we did get a gravity and a dough. And like a rumble, Buddha, other stuff. And apart from that, like kind of trash fruits. And with those extra 200, this brings our total of 550 fruits. And still, Yeti is the best thing we've spun. This is unbelievably cooked trying to get all these. Also, it's kind of crazy that just this here is 550. It really doesn't look like it. All right, there we go. That's another 50 fruits. I'm basically just skipping fruits and doing them in batches of 50 now, but that brings our total to over 600. But you know what? Maybe we do a little speed run again. One at a time. Maybe that'll give us the dragon. Who knows? We got spring, diamond, spin, spike, diamond, rocket, dark, ice, light, bomb, blade, rubber, light, bomb, then love, dark, phoenix, rocket, blade, magma, sand, smoke, spring, shadow, rocket, smoke, blade, dark, light, portal, bomb, spring, creation, rubber, dark, love, flame, light, spin, smoke, rubber, quake, ghost, and finally a smoke, which means we've got another batch of 100 here. It's taking me about 2 hours per 100 fruit spins, so ain't too fast. So we are at about 650 fruits. The server is starting to lag a little bit, but it's still kind of crazy. In over 650 fruits. No leopard, no kitsune, but especially no dragon. Now, of course, my luck is just like not the greatest. Like in this batch of 100, we only got like a shadow. But even still, the fact that there's still no evidence or proof that dragon can even be spun should be evidence in itself. So, I mean, we did just get a rumble right then. I'll be back when this next row of 100 is complete. Boom, another 100 fruits with no dragon. Again, like my luck is trash. Don't get me wrong. Like I got a portal, a doe, a mammoth, a Buddha, but still no dragon. Also, with this extra 100 batch here, it means that I am now at over 817 fruits spun by myself, by the way. So imagine how long this would take a regular player who doesn't have all these accounts accounts. Over 800 accounts and just still no sight of a dragon. Another 150 fruits, still no dragon. This brings our total to 900. So if we don't get anything in the next 100, we just know it's cooked. I'm expecting an apology letter from the Blox devs because there's no way this is in the game, or there's no way you can get it from the gacha. Well, with this, I'm spinning an Extron. We got rubber. There is 101 more fruits, bringing my total to over 1,000 fruits with no dragon. Surprise, surprise. And here it is. All 1,000 fruits. Looking at this many fruits is causing my FPS to tank. I'm on like 5. We didn't even get anything better than a Yeti. So what does this tell me? Number one, obviously my luck is complete trash. We can obviously tell this. Look at the amount of commons and uncommons I got. But also, this just proves dragon doesn't exist. Since the start of the dragon update and now, I've spun over 3,000 fruits in this game and not seen a dragon. I genuinely believe the only way to get it is tokens or presents. It is not in the gacha. Now that my crash out is done, I can finally stop playing this game because this took way too long.